Hello, welcome to the Live Nimble blog, and I'm going to do a video of my very first recipe that I'm putting on the blog. When my husband and I were in Israel a few years ago, we tasted Shakshuka, which is something everyone eats for breakfast, and it is delicious. It's basically roasted red peppers or tomatoes and onions and other vegetables, and then you poach an egg in it. As I was thinking about recipes and roasted vegetables and how to use roasted vegetables, leftover roasted vegetables, I came up with this Israeli breakfast sandwich. So what I have here is 3 types of bread: a muffin, challah bread, and a nice sourdough bread. And they're all toasted. I've got roasted red peppers, onions, roasted tomatoes, or roasted onions, roasted tomatoes, roasted zucchini, and some feta cheese. A dressing, salad dressing. This is just a plain mayonnaise. Some eggs and some spinach. Now, often in Shakshuka they have chard or spinach, so I decided to put spinach here. So the first thing we're going to do is open its challah bread and put a little bit of mayonnaise on it. Now you could use a flavored mayonnaise. This is avocado oil mayonnaise, and so it's very healthy for you, and I don't feel at all bad about using a healthy mayonnaise. It has lots of good vegetables and minerals in it. The idea is to use your leftover vegetables from the night before, if there's any left, or roast a few extra ones. And then for a quick breakfast, you have your plate of roasted vegetables. You fry an egg, toast some bread, put it together, and you're out the door with something really nutritious with 1 to 2 servings of vegetable. So if you're really in a hurry or you just want to get out the door quick, use an English muffin. This is a sourdough. Challah bread is a little more traditional, and my personal favorite is the sourdough. So basically, what we want to do here is start layering with some tomatoes. Tomatoes that are roasted are very juicy, and so in a sandwich they will be drippy, very drippy. So if you have the heel of the tomato, put the heel side up so that when you gush it a little bit, the juice will go into the bread, and it's really delicious that way. So the challah bread is very nice if you want to go to that trouble if you have challah bread, put it together, and then you can split it in half and share it with someone. So we have a little bit of tomatoes, and then some of these onions, which are the Vidalia sweet, but any sweet onion will work, and just a few, or a lot if you really like onions. I find the onion flavor is very softened if you have them roasted. They become very sweet and very tasty. And here we have some nice roasted zucchini, perfect on the challah bread, and it works perfect on the sourdough bread. These are just seasoned with salt and pepper, but if you would like to use a little cumin or cardamom or caraway. Cumin or caraway, or a little Hungarian sweet pepper, sweet paprika. That works really well to give it a little more of a traditional shakshuka flavor. So one of the best parts here is the roasted red pepper. These are so great. Any organic red pepper will work. And you roast them, and that's in my cookbook that is free on the website. And you roast them and just put them on your sandwich. They're so good you can roast them, quite a few of them, a few days ahead, and if people aren't storming the refrigerator to eat the roasted red pepper, there might even be a few left for your sandwich. The Italian sweet red peppers are particularly good because they just have a deeper flavor. They have a thinner skin and thinner amount of flesh to it, but they are really outstanding. You can usually get these in your farmer's market in the fall. Absolutely delicious. Roast them, freeze them, and then use them all winter long. You can vacuum pack them or just put them in. You put them in oil in the refrigerator for about 10 days or a week if you want. And then this is feta cheese, which is a very traditional Israeli kind of flavor. I'm just going to use my fingers here because I do not want to lose this wonderful. And then this is really great as a lunch sandwich, but to make it a breakfast sandwich, we put an egg on it. And this is lightly fried. Today I used a nice ghee so that you have a lower smoke point on it. And if you want, you can have spinach. I don't always put spinach on it. You can add other things if you want, but as you see, these are getting a little bit ridiculous in height. So you might want to put fewer red peppers or leave off the spinach or something like that. So here we have our 3 sandwiches, and I have some hungry teenagers downstairs that are wanting to eat this, and my husband who would like to have some for lunch. But press it down a little bit so that the flavors will squish out and be very delicious. Now this is the challah bread, so we are going, you don't have to toast these, but it works out really well. And here we have our finished sandwich. Very simple. If you want to get up in the morning, throw your leftover vegetables on to a toasted muffin, fry an egg, and wrap it up in a napkin or a towel, and you're good to go. It's delicious. Live nimble.